Hi class, good day. I hope you're doing okay. So I think everybody's present and I don't think we have an assignment, right? So right now, I am going to discuss the objectives for today's lesson. So okay, I'm going to discuss and what you will be expecting. So first, the learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, you will be able to demonstrate and the understanding of what ode poetry is by creating graphic organizer, and then display understanding what ode poetry and its type by writing 5-minute essay. And then lastly, you need to create an ode poem that relates to real life events. So that would be our objectives for today's lesson. So you will be expecting to do the tasks given in this objective, and I also expect that you will be actively participate with our discussion. So understand, class? Okay, so anyway, before we are going to start, we will first begin our drill for today. So class, I want you to close your eyes for 1 minute. Okay, close your eyes. I want you to think of your favorite thing or person or event that is memorable to you or have a big value to your life. So just choose one, whether a person, event, or a thing. Then after that, you need to describe that in your mind and you need to give praise to that and you need to give tribute to that. And then after 1 minute, you need to open your eyes. So, okay, is my instruction clear, class? Okay, it is clear. So, time will start now. Go. Okay, thank you for that, class. So, okay, um, in our activity a while ago that we did, what can you say about it? Yes, Umping? Okay, thank you, Kim. So, another hand? Yes, Biko? Okay, thank you, Biko. So what about you, Suhaira? Yes, thank you, Suhaira. So thank you, class, for your honest answer. So with the drill that we did a while ago, you think it is related to our topic for today? Let's see. So, but before I will be going to discuss our new topic, let's do some recap to our previous topic. So let's do some recap. So I have here a number. I have here So I have your number on the presentation and I will call random people in this Google Meet to choose a number in which the number corresponds to a person here in our virtual room. Yes, Mahathir? So good question, Mahathir. So the numbering is according to your position here in the virtual room. So if Amana choose the number 5, then the fifth person here in my tile will be the one to answer the questions. Understand? Yes, you should be always ready. So it's okay, class. So my questions are easy. And I know you can answer these because this is a recap to our topic last meeting. So, okay, Kim, can you give us your favorite number? Okay, number 13 is Kwe. Kwe, are you ready? Okay. So please turn on your mic, Kwe. And here is your question. So what is our last topic yesterday? Okay, thank you, Kwe. So class, according to Kwe, our topic yesterday is about poetry. Okay, Kwe, you have the privilege to choose a number. Okay, number 7. So number 7 is Riham. Okay, Riham, here is your question. So, your own understanding, what is poetry? Okay, thank you, Riham. So, Akub, you're volunteering. Okay, that's good. So, since you volunteer, you will be the one to answer the third question. So, the third question, what did you learn about poetry, Riham? Yes, thank you. That's right. Thank you, Akop. Sorry, Akop, brother. So, that's all for our recap. So, thank you, everyone who listened. So, and that's all for our recap, class. So, thank you for the participation. All your answers are correct. So, let's give a hand of applause to everyone. So yesterday, I discussed about poetry and I was glad that you learned something about poetry. So today, in connection to our previous topic, I will be going to discuss a special type of poetry. So are you excited to listen, class? Yes, I hope that you are excited. So, before I forgot, class, when I say hep hep, you will say hooray, hooray. When I say hooray, hooray, you will say hep hep. So, did you understand? Hep hep. Hooray, hooray. Okay. So, with the drill that we did a while ago, what do you think is our topic for today? Yes, poetry that gives praise or tribute. So, you have an idea, Habyan, but I want the exact answer. If you did listen to my discussion about objectives a while ago, you can answer my question. Yes, Pulao. Correct. So our topic today, class, is about ode poetry. So does anyone know what is ode poetry? So none of you. Yes, May, you can try. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Thank you for that, May. So I'm going to present. So, an ode. So, our topic for today is about ode poetry. So, an ode poetry is a form of poetry such as a sonnet or elegy. So, when you say elegy, it is about a song or a poem or a song poem that is used in mourning or burial. So, it is a sad poem or a song. So, ode is a literary technique that is lyrical in nature. No, it is lyrical but not very lengthy. So, you have often read odes in which poets praise people, natural scenes, and abstract ideas. So, the key concept of ode is to praise people, to praise the natural scenes or events, and even the abstract ideas. Yes, exactly, Amanda. Thank you. Our drill a while ago is related to the concept of ode, where you imagine and you give tribute and you praise the things that you imagine. So ode is derived from a Greek word adian, class, so which means to chant or sing. So it is highly solemn and serious in the tone and subject matter, and usually is used with elaborate pattern of stanzas. So however, the tone is often formal. So the salient feature of ode is its uniform metrical fit. So but poets no generally do not strictly follow this rule. They use because the use of a highly elevated theme. So some writer did not use um, rhyming scheme because they have another way of writing the ode. So sometimes ode may be humorous, so it could be humorous, but they are always thoughtful, intended to explore important themes and observation related to human relation, emotions, and senses. So hep hep, hooray hooray. Okay, are you with me, class? Okay. So yes, Pula, what is that? Yes, class. In ancient Greece, thank you for asking that. So, in ancient Greece, odes were originally accompanied by music. In fact, the word ode is said a while ago comes from the word adian, Greek word, which means to sing or to chant. So, when the Greek people, class, have ceremony or win a war or burial, they use ode to give a tribute or to give praises to the people who fought in the war or important event like ceremony and formal occasion. So did I answer your question, Pulao? Okay, thank you. So let's go back to our discussion. So odes are of three types. So we have the Pindar ode, the Horatian ode, and the Irregular ode. So are you familiar with this class? Hep hep, hooray hooray. Okay, so Pindar Ode was named after an ancient Greek poet Pindar who began writing choral poets that were meant to be sung at public events. So it contains three triads. So we have the strophe, the antistrophe, and the final stanza as an ephod. So with irregular rhyme pattern and length of rhyme. So May, can you read the strophe? Okay, thank you. So the strophe is the first or beginning stanza of a piece or poetic song. So, and then the second one is the antistrophe. So the antistrophe is derivative of a Greek word that means turning back. So it is a rhetorical device that involves the repetition of the same word at the end of the consecutive phrases, clauses, and sentences and paragraph. So it is because of the repetition of the lines in the stanza. Like for example, from the piece titled "The Tempest" by William Shakespeare, it says, "Hourly joys be still upon you, Juno sing her blessings on you. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Sir's blessing is on you. So what did you observe with this line, Akas? Yes, thank you. So that's right, Akas, thank you. So there was a repetition of word upon you in this line. So and Shakespeare has used this device frequently in his work, which can be noticed clearly here as well. So in the Pindar Ode, the antistrophe is the second section of an ode that is structured the same way as the strophe, but typically offers a thematic counterbalance. So when the strophe is the first structure, so the antistrophe is the second structure of or the second stanza of an ode. So and lastly is the epode. So can you please read the slide, Riham? Thank you, Riham. So the epode class is the concluding lines in the ode poem which summarizes the themes or the ideas being discussed in the poem or the chant. So these three strides are very important for the Pindar Ode because this makes the choral poems to deliver a message to the listener in an artistic way. Hep hep! Hooray hooray! Okay. Any questions so far, class? Okay, Nan. So let's continue to the discussion. So now let's going to proceed to the second type of ode, which is the Horatian ode. So any volunteer who will read the definition of Horatian ode? Yes, Abdallah. Thank you, Abdallah. Okay, since Horatian odes are informal in tone, so they are devoid for any strict rules. So this kind of ode were just simple class where the writer can explore different kind of themes they want. So if they will write using this kind of ode, you need to consider subjects that gives interest to the reader. Like for example, ode about vaccine or COVID-19, which is relevant and interesting issues right now. Yes, that's good. So you can write also about class, about online class, and anything that can arouse the interest of the reader. Okay, let's proceed to the last type of ode, which is called the irregular ode. So this type of ode is without any formal rhyme scheme. So there is no formal rhyme scheme. And structure is as the Pindaric ode. So hence the poet has great freedom and flexibility to try any types of concepts with this and moods with this type of ode. So William Wordsworth and John Keats were such a poet who extensively wrote irregular odes taking advantage of this form. Yes, thank you. So you can apply humor in this class because there are no specific rules in this type of ode. It depends only on the writer's imagination, what he or she wanted to write, and you can explore different type of moods or themes. You have great freedom to express with this type of ode. Hep hep, hooray hooray. So are you with me, class? Okay, so I have here an example of an ode poem, and I want you to read this in unison, understand? Okay, 1, 2, 3, read. Thank you for reading. So this is an example of an ode poem. So as you can observe, the subject is food, specifically pizza. So may I call someone to explain about the purpose of an ode poem, of this ode? Anyone? Yes, Paul. That's right. Thank you, Paul. So, as you notice, the writer is describing the pizza and also complementing the pizza. So, there is an exaggeration in this poem. So, there is no repeated lines. No, and also it doesn't have rhyme. So, can anyone tell me what type of ode is this? None? Okay, Paul, can you give me a number? Number 2. So, number 2 is Gubat. So, what type of ode is this, Gubat? Okay, very good. Thank you, Gubat. So class, this is a irregular type of ode and because it does not have any formal rhyme scheme, no, and also the theme and subject is about pizza. So understand, class? Yes, I think that would be all. Any question? Violent reaction, class? Hep hep? Hooray, hooray? Okay, thank you, class. So if you really understood my discussion, no, if you really understood my discussion, I want you to form a group class. So according to your tile arrangement here in the Google Meet, no, tile 1 will be the group 1, tile 2 is the group 2 until tile 3, understand? Yes, Mahathir? Okay, class, so listen first. Here is what you need to do. So in your group, you need to create a graphic organizer containing what is ode poetry. So I will just give you 5 minutes to enter a breakout room to do the graphic organizer, and 3 minutes to report your graphic organizer. So what you will need to do right now is to open the in-call messages here in our Gmeet, and enter the link where you belong. And there you must discuss your group rates and how you need to do your graphic organizer. So after five minutes, you need to get back here in our link in a Gmeet and report your outputs. Understand, class? Yes? Okay, exactly. So you only just one representative to report your work. So make sure, class, that group members will participate. So after 5 minutes, finish or unfinished, you need to present your graphic organizer here in our Gmeet. So understand? Am I clear to you, class? Yes, exactly. So you're going to exit the breakout room after 5 minutes, class, so that you can report your work. So any question? Okay, you may proceed now. Okay, time's up, class. You need to prepare to present your work here. So, good job, class. You did a great job on your report to graphic organizer. Let's give a hand of applause to everyone. Thank you. So, class, always remember that ode poetry is a type of poem when you think of something that you have been feeling grateful for, or something that you really appreciate, that you want to pay tribute, or you want to acknowledge or think or recognize. So, can anyone summarize or discuss what did you learn in this lesson? Class, so if you want to answer, you can please raise your virtual hand. Yes, Rafi. You're raising your virtual hand. Okay, thank you, Rafi. So, class, we discussed about what is ode poetry and the different types of ode, which are the Pindar, the Horatian, and the irregular odes. So, can anyone differentiate the three types of ode? Yes, Suhaira, you can. Okay, thank you, Suhaira. So very good. So Pindar Ode is formal in nature. It was performed with chorus and dancers and often composed to celebration or ceremony or victory, and often placed in theater. So while Horatian was less lofty and ceremonious and more suitable for reading experience, and lastly, irregular ode has no formal structure, yet was indulgent and have enthusiasm in the glorification of the subject. So class, as an evaluation, you need to write an essay about ode poetry and its type. Yes, yes, what is that? Yes, you're going to write the essay now in 5 minutes to test your knowledge or learnings in our topic using the whole sheet of paper. So after 5 minutes, you need to pass that to me. So understand, class? So any question? Okay, your time will start now. Okay, thank you everyone. So finish or unfinished, you need to pass your paper now. Okay. Thank you everyone. So for you to apply what you learned, so I want you to create your own poem that relates to your real life events or experiences and pass that to one next meeting. Understood? What? Okay, thank you. Yes, I will give you the freedom. Thank you for asking, Amana. So I give you the freedom to choose what type of old poem you will write, but you need to make sure that you should remember to consider your subject, the purpose of your poem, and the mood that you wanted to show, and the other things that you wanted to showcase, the theme, and that attracts the reader. So I guess we are done for today. So any questions about the discussion, Nan? Okay, thank you. I hope you understand the lesson. Thank you for today, class. Hep hep. Hooray, hooray. Okay, so goodbye, class. Have a great day and God bless everyone.